everyone, this is Teacher Aenne and you are watching Teacher D's channel. And for our Keep on Learning episode for today, I am going to share with you and talk with you and discuss with you Google Forms. So, let's get started.
First, what we need to do is we need to log in, and I'm using Google Chrome as my search engine. And I'm just going to sign in my school account. And then if you're using a browser, I call this actually Matrix. To find the featured Google apps, you can just scroll down and find the word forms. And this icon, it's color violet. Now, the first feature that we can actually see is we can make quizzes. Can be a blank form, a blank quiz, can have a template already of what you want to have. We have multiples of templates here that we can actually choose from. We have trackers and all. So let's start. This is the general. So we have exit, assessment, worksheet, course evaluation, personal, how to find information, party invitation. You can actually, for work, can have survey forms, job application online. Yes, we can actually use that. So let's have an integration of education. So okay, Google Form things that you need to know. So we can actually create a blank quiz. Plus sign here. So I'm just clicking blank quiz. I'm just going to type what quiz we want to title the form. Let's just say it's area of quadrilaterals. And then form grade 4. I can actually put the instructions here. Grade 4 math, since I'm a grade 4 teacher. First Google Form thing that you need to learn is this one, the title of the folder and the title of your form. So I made it the same. Now you can see there's a folder here and a star here. You can actually let's just gonna click that later. Let's explore the to do. If you are working with let's just say 2 more teachers, we can type here name of teacher. It's gonna have a multiple choice there. And let's try another option. This is Miss Santos. Okay, I'm just using random family names. So let's try to add section. So this section is for the students of Miss Valde. Let's add another section. This section is for Miss Cruz, and this section is for Miss Santos. Centimeter. So for example, this is my first question, while Mrs. Cruz has different question. Let's try to add. Let's go back to Miss Valde first question. You can actually choose the right answer. So the right answer here is 4 square meters. Answer key, just gonna click answer key. Answer 4 centimeters. Just press done. So for example, let's just have a preview. If the child or the learner's teacher is, for example, Miss Valde, just gonna click that, and he or she is being directed to the first question or any questions that is being given. And then if he or she got it wrong, she can just press back because my teacher is Miss Cruz. It's gonna press that one, and he or she or the learner will be directed to the questions of Miss Cruz. So that is the one of the features of Google Form. If you are if you're working with multiple teachers and you want to have that kind of form, you can also have different subjects, but the same Google Form. You can work with that. We can actually import our the thing or the Google quiz that we had just made. Just gonna sign in my school account. Just gonna go here to my matrix. I really call this matrix, and just gonna click classroom. You can also see it here, explore it here on Teacher D's channel. So for example, I already have my math class. I'm just going to do, and assuming that I already have students enrolled in my class, I'll just go to classwork tab, create, and then we can have it as an assignment, and then it's gonna direct us to this one. So quiz, math quiz. It's gonna go to the total points. I just say 5 points. And then it's just gonna click this paperclip button, which is add. Just gonna click Google Drive and click My Drive. And then it's gonna click this area of quadrilaterals and add. So as you can see here, there's a special feature in grade importing. This is the benefits and the perks of having Google Classroom, because it can import the grades of your classes, the grades of your students, their final grades, unless if you have chosen the manual settings. So let's just say assign. So let's go back to stream. So for example, the student here can actually see my announcement that they have a math quiz, and it will be directed to the quiz. So that's it. If the child's gonna answer next and all, it will be directed to my questions, and whatever they have answered, it depends on you if you will actually. Let's just try to explore. Okay, I transferred in my personal account since the DepEd it's whitelisted, so I think it doesn't allow to add on it. So I'm just gonna click blank. This is what I said earlier. Just gonna click add on here in the three circles there, and then just gonna search for certify him. And then just gonna click install. Some call this extension, some call this add-on. I think they're just both similar in a way, and that's it. Gonna click X. Now you have your add-on. Just gonna click this puzzle icon here, and then click certify him, resend certificates, help, and then that's it. I think this one is the webinar title. Let's just say webinar on teaching math. Let's try to write the day via Google Meet, and then the participant will actually put here the email address, so it can be directly sent to his or her email ad, its full name. It's just gonna try to require that one. Other identifier, let's just say a drop down, so we can have here grade, and then the last will be grade 12. Ayan. Yeah, just gonna give 5 points for that, and then press done. Let's click required so that uh, the participant will really answer it. So let's try to click it. Okay, so once we've actually did these, just gonna click the puzzle icon, certify him, show certificate controls. Just gonna direct you here in the pop-up, and I'm really just exploring these things. Okay, so the certification status, we need to turn it on. Okay, template, let's just say, okay, it's just a typical thing. Okay, next. Okay, so let's try. Let's click inbox. Oh, there we go. Certify him. And then let's click it. Okay, so this certificates grade 6 has completed. Ayun oh. Oh my gosh. So that's it. If you actually click the certify him or resend it, it will actually send the certificate. So that are the three features that you can actually or actually need to know about Google Form. Number one, you have multiple templates there that you can find on the Google Form. Number two, you can actually work with many other subject teachers that you can have a one survey Google Form or one Google Form that has various or has multiple of questions per subject. And number three, you have a survey form via Google Form with an actual certificate being processed or being sent on the participants email accounts. So I hope you had a great time and I hope to see you guys very soon and keep on learning.